Clark snags another honor. She's made the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Clark, who is just 22 years old, is the only professional women's basketball player on this list.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
Angel Reese couldn't help but feel a wave of panic when 22-year-old Caitlin Clark made it onto Forbes' 30 under 30 list. Caitlin had accomplished something no other player in her category had ever done. While fans across the country were celebrating her talent, not everyone was cheering, especially Angel. From the very start, Angel has been watching Caitlin closely, and it's clear she's not a fan.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Even NASCAR legend Danica Patrick has weighed in, calling Angel Reese's public grudge against Caitlin Clark both obvious and confusing. Sure, Reese has her own impressive game, but Caitlin has won hearts for her incredible skills, not her background. She's a true magician on the court, pulling off jaw-dropping plays that even make her critics stop and take notice. Meanwhile, Angel has been working tirelessly both on and off the court, trying to outshine Caitlin, but so far, it hasn't worked. Recently, Cooper Worth published an article confirming Caitlin Clark's spot on the Forbes 30 under 30 list, joining the likes of Jason Tatum and the Cavender twins.
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese. So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
Caitlin Clark is a phenom. She led the NCAA in scoring, shattered records for three-pointers, and carried Iowa to the finals all on her own. Fans adore her, the media can't get enough of her, and even her rivals secretly respect her. Now, with her name on Forbes' iconic 30 under 30 list, it's clear Caitlin isn't just dominating basketball, she's dominating life.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like,
Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom feels like a story too good to be true. At just 22, she's become the face of women's basketball, a record-breaking athlete, and now a Forbes 30 under 30 honoree. But this isn't just about raw talent. It's about grit, determination, and an almost supernatural ability to perform when it counts. Caitlin didn't just play basketball. She changed the way the game is viewed. Yet, despite all her success, there's one person who's been quietly, or not so quietly, frustrated: Angel Reese.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on.
From the moment Caitlin and Angel first met on the court, the tension was clear. It wasn't just about competition. It felt personal. Caitlin, with her sharp shooting and incredible game sense, made every play look easy. Fans loved her not because of her background, but because of her brilliance. On the other hand, Angel was always the loud one, the defiant one, the player who brought drama both on and off the court. While Caitlin let her game speak for itself, Angel often relied on theatrics.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Let's be honest, Caitlin's stats alone are enough to shut down any critic. She led the NCAA in scoring with an incredible 27.8 points per game. That's not just impressive, it's historic. She became a three-point shooting powerhouse, hitting shots from distances that left defenders powerless. It wasn't unusual to see her sink a shot from nearly half court, turn to the crowd, and flash that signature smirk. Fans loved it, but opponents? Not so much. And then there were her assists, 10.6 per game. That's right, she wasn't just scoring. She was making everyone around her better.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese watched as Caitlyn's star kept rising. There's no doubt Angel is talented, her defensive skills are strong, and she's had her own standout moments. But it's clear that Caitlyn's success bothers her. Every time Caitlyn earned another accolade or broke a record, Angel seemed to find a way to make it about herself. From passive-aggressive tweets to subtle digs in interviews, Angel hasn't exactly kept her feelings a secret.
Well, now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
Take the Forbes announcement, for example. Caitlyn's inclusion on the prestigious 30 under 30 list should have been a proud moment for women's basketball as a whole. Instead, it became another chapter in the Caitlyn Angel saga. While Caitlyn humbly thanked her supporters and acknowledged the impact of her coaches and teammates, Angel's response was different. She didn't directly comment on Caitlyn's achievement, but her social media spoke volumes. Cryptic posts about being underrated and overlooked sparked a frenzy among fans. Was she taking a shot at Caitlyn? Most people thought so.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Then there was Danica Patrick's commentary, which only fueled the fire. The NASCAR star didn't hold back, pointing out that Angel's obsession with Caitlyn was doing more harm than good. According to Patrick, Angel's jealousy was obvious, and it wasn't a good look. Meanwhile, Caitlyn was praised for her grace under pressure and her ability to stay focused despite the noise. It's easy to see why Caitlyn is so beloved. She's not just a player, she's a leader. During the 2023 season, she carried Iowa to the NCAA finals, and the weight of expectations didn't faze her. It seemed to fuel her. Her court vision, her ability to read the game, and her unshakable confidence made her the player everyone wanted to watch. Even when Iowa lost in the finals, Caitlyn's performance was the talk of the tournament. She didn't just compete, she inspired. On the other hand, Angel struggled to find her rhythm. Her attempts to outshine Caitlyn often came across as forced. Whether it was taunting during games or stirring up controversy in interviews, it seemed like her actions were more about grabbing attention than improving her game. While some fans defended her, many criticized her for letting her emotions overshadow her talent. The Forbes honor was the final straw for Angel. Caitlyn's inclusion on the list wasn't just a personal win, it was a victory for women's sports. It showed that female athletes could be celebrated not just for their skills, but for their cultural impact. Caitlyn's influence goes far beyond basketball. She's become a role model, a symbol of what's possible when talent and hard work come together. Her humble response to the recognition only strengthened her connection with fans. Angel's reaction, however, was telling. Instead of celebrating her own achievements, she seemed consumed by Caitlyn's success. Her cryptic social media posts suggested she felt left behind. While it's easy to understand her frustration, it's also clear that this rivalry is holding her back.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why everybody has an opinion on what happened in that game.
What makes this dynamic so fascinating is how different Caitlyn and Angel are. Caitlyn is the epitome of poise, calm, collected, and laser-focused. She lets her game do the talking, and it speaks volumes. Angel, on the other hand, thrives on drama. She's outspoken, fiery, and never afraid to stir the pot. They represent two sides of the same coin. While Caitlyn's approach has earned her widespread admiration, Angel's antics have often overshadowed her talent. As the basketball world watches this rivalry unfold, one thing is clear: Caitlyn isn't slowing down. Her Forbes recognition is just the beginning. She's already being hailed as a future WNBA star, and her influence on the game is undeniable. Fans can't wait to see what she does next.